listen, the law of multiple streams. Many people in our world today, they are involved in what I call multiple struggles. You are just a struggler, and you think that you are a rich person. No, you are poor, but you just don't know. So, you see, when I'm looking at, I'm seeing elderly people, no young people, so that I don't. Can I have just 4 volunteers? Just volunteer yourself for me. Come out, 4 people, just follow. Make I use you do an example, so that I will just show the example of it. Because if you get it, you get it. See this one. Thank you, sir. Please line up 1, 2, 3, 4. Because many of you are very hardworking, but you are not smart working. There are 3 work that will change your life: hard work, smart work, and network. So many of you are very hardworking, but there's no common sense to the work. Many of you are working hard, you are working smart, but you are not in the right network. So hard work, smart work, then what? Network. Because who you know and who knows you determines how far you go. You see, in this life, nobody goes up. You are brought up. Were you not brought up by your parents or your guardian? You can't go up. Nobody climbs that ladder. Somebody will have to bring you up. I hope you know that there are clubs of billionaires in Nigeria. You can't apply. You can't pay money to enter. Somebody inside must recommend you, and they will go through scale to bring you. Say, my friend wants to join. There are clubs in Lagos. I don't know about. There are clubs in Lagos to join. Every year, you pay 50 million. Yeah, that's membership fee, 50 million every year. But guess what? There are people that have dropped 50 million 4 years ago. They never accept them. They are on waiting list. Yes. There are 50 million in an account. They are waiting to qualify 4 years later. I still got a call. I said, hey, I paid 2 years ago. Let me talk to them. I said, no, waiting list here. It's not yet your. Because when look, many of you don't understand. When I look at Christians, I say, oh, this Christian, there are people that run things in this country. That run things in different sectors. Gatekeepers, power broker. It's not, many things are not done in the office. They are done on the golf club. They are done in the beer parlor. They'll just, okay, no problem. Don't worry, just send me, I will send it to you tomorrow. And it's not, you will be there. Be writing proposal, be doing PowerPoints. Be doing PowerPoints. Because you know the reason why those clubs are the way they are. By the time you get in there, for you to even be a member, nobody looks down on you. For you to be in that room, you just see Dangote walking around, or tell everybody just moving around. When you go, hey, how are you? They will greet you with honor. They won't say, who are you? Because they know that for you to be in this club, you have gone through, so you must be somebody. You may be my next key, so I can't look down on you. So all this when you are fixing an appointment, they say, come 8 months later. It's just, I'll be trying. Oh, no problem, this is my car. Hello, done. Hello, so I'm going, so now, you know what many people do? It's called multiple struggles. It's almost possible now that when you go outside the church now, you see some people that will be selling after church now. They will open their booths. They are selling wigs, selling perfume, selling clothes, selling shoes, they're selling all kinds of things. Those same people have a job, but they call it side hustle. That's why you are still hustling. So now, let's look at these 4 people. So, what's your name, sir?
Celestine, sir.
Celestine Babayaro. So, Celestine. So, let's use case study. They are all Celestine. So, Celestine is a teacher. Hello? He teaches in a school. And he earns 500,000 every month. But see, Celestine is not just a teacher, but Celestine has a car, and when he's going to work in the morning, he uses it for transport. When he's coming back, he uses it for transport. Weekend, he does transport. So Celestine makes money with transportation, and sometimes, apart from the 500,000, he can net 200K with the transportation. So Celestine is now earning 700,000. But see, there's something about Celestine. Celestine has a good voice. So, and sometimes they invite him to be an MC or to be a compere. So sometimes in a month he does 1 gig, 2 gig, and sometimes he charges 500. And so Celestine, the MC, compere, comedian, sometimes in a month he does 1 million. So 500 plus 200 plus 1 million, 1.7. Now, the amazing thing about Celestine is that he's also a trainer. So he speaks in different events, he facilitates, and sometimes he hosts his own seminar. So sometimes in a quarter, he nets another 3 million from here. So now listen, Celestine, 500,000 plus 200 plus 1 million plus another 1 million. That's 2.7 million. Now listen, when Celestine sits down with his mates, that they are all collecting 500,000, they will not understand how Celestine is doing it, because Celestine has more money available than them. But you see, when you look at Celestine now, he will be a big boy. He may have a, Camry, or he may even have a land somewhere. He's a big boy. He's not like other people. He's smart. But you see, the problem with Celestine is that everything Celestine is doing here now is what we call multiple struggles. That's why many people are poor in Nigeria. You know why? In order for Celestine to get 500,000, Celestine must be there. In order for Celestine to get 200,000, Celestine must be there. In order for Celestine to get 1 million, Celestine must be there. In order for Celestine to get another million, he must be there. So the day Celestine falls sick, all the money falls sick. The day Celestine dies, God forbid, all the money dies. That's what happened when many of you thought, when my father was alive, we were very rich. But when my father died, your father was a poor man. He was not rich. No more. There is no rich man whose money dies because they died. Do you understand? When say, my husband was very rich, but when my husband died, your husband was a poor man. He was a struggler. He was exchanging his time and energy for money. And when the time and energy, which is a limited resource, doing good, the income died. Do you understand now? So I see a lot of Nigerians, because you don't understand, I say, you don't even know what they are doing. You don't know what they are doing. You see, when you make money, everybody wants to investigate the source of your riches, but nobody investigates the source of your poverty. Has anybody come to me to say, why are you poor? We need to make you a personal project. This poverty, no. It's when you become rich, they are interested. So this is multiple struggles. So I see many of you, you work in the bank, and then you import goods from China or from Turkey. You are selling perfume, you are selling this, and then you are cooking food the weekend and packing food for people selling. You are a struggler. They don't become billionaires like that. Hello? So this is multiple struggle. What is multiple streams of income? So let's look for another format. Let's bring it up now. So this is Celestine now. So multiple streams of income is, Celestine is a teacher. But now, because he understands financial intelligence, instead of him using the car to do big boy, what Celestine will now do is he will now get a driver that will be doing the transport business. So in the morning, the driver will pick him up, drop him in the school, and go and be doing the business. The driver will come and pick him up when it's closed, drop him at home, and go and do. So whether he works or he doesn't work, the car is working for him. So now, Celestine now has a transport and haulage company that is producing money with or without that. So now, Celestine is into MC, compare, and whatever. If he has to be doing everything by himself, they will be asking him, is you we want? No. What he now does, he monetizes and turns it into an academy and a system. So he sets up an MC company, a compare company, and he becomes the CEO. And he gets other people to come and apply under him, and he manages it. And he said, look, if you want an MC, contact Celestina Incorporated, not Mr. Celestine. He has become a corporation. So when people are coming, they are dealing with a business. So he can send anybody to go and represent the company. So they are building a brand, not around a personality, but around a product. Do you understand that now? Which one are you again, number 4? Training, okay. So he set up a training company. And then they have manuals, they have curriculum, and they have a group of facilitators that come together. So what you are doing is not that you are inviting people. As I'm standing before you right now, I am Pastor Olumide Emmanuel, but I'm also Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. Pastor Olumide Emmanuel is different from Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. Pastor Olumide Emmanuel is a pastor. He doesn't charge. Counseling is free. Freely you have received, freely you give. Salvation is free, but you buy Bible. But now, Dr. Olumide Emmanuel is not free. Oh. I didn't go to Harvard for free. Oh. Hello? So Dr. Olumide Emmanuel will charge you and send you invoice. Counseling is free, but consultancy attracts a fee. Where there is a voice, there is an invoice. So if you invite me now and say, okay, we want to come and be a blessing to our church, there's a different track that you will follow. But say, oh, our company wants you to come and train, and there is a different track that you will follow. So what does it do? It does the same. So there are trainings going on now. We train company, we train government, we train different countries, different parastatal management training. We do all kinds. I don't necessarily have to show up. But the same quality. If they now say they want to look at the man, then if you can pay, you get it. Because when people don't pay, they don't pay attention. So you set it up. So now what happens is Celestine have set up group of. So Celestine can now decide to say, I'm not doing teaching again. And people will say, how can you leave a lucrative job? Who did this to you? Oh God. But they are wondering. But Celestine has produced something. So he's not the one working for money. Money is working for him. So multiple streams of income is you having different vehicles producing money for you without your direct involvement. That's multiple streams of income. Do you understand that now? God bless you. So now, still on these multiple streams, let me now run you through 5 levels. And then I'll tie it to the 7th law and we'll close. Now, you must have multiple streams of income across income types. Income types. All these things are in the book. So, income types. Now, what do we mean by that? There are 3 types of income. There's what we call once and only. They call it end income. You labor once. For that one labor, you get paid once. So, that's one kind of labor or income. The other one is once and always. You labor once, but for that one labor, they continue to pay you forever. So now, when I come to speak, is one labor. I get a speaking fee if I'm speaking in a place where I'm collecting a fee. But they won't pay me again because until I come again, they won't pay again. So for me to be paid again, I have to come again. Do you understand? Now, if you are a fashion designer, you sew a wedding dress, they pay you. But they won't come back and pay you again tomorrow. To pay you again, you must sew another one. So that's one kind of income. You should not stay on that level because that means you will struggle all your life. The second one is you labor only once, but for that one labor, you are paid continually. So now, I'm a landlord. I have properties in different states and in different countries all over the world. So every month, rent is coming from all the countries. So, but I only bought that house once. I only built that house once. But for the next 100 years, they will be paying rent and renovating it for me. So that is another kind of income. It's called once and always. The books you are buying now, I wrote the book once. But for the next 100 years, people will be paying for that book. So that's the third one is free flow. At that third level, you don't even need to labor. Let the money labor for you. So instead of you laboring, let the money be the one laboring for you. So when I say you need multiple streams across income types, it means that you should look into your life and ensure that as you are growing, you are eliminating that first one. And you are left with the second and the third. Because your health, your energy, and your time is limited. So you can't continue to exchange your time and energy for money until you are 50 and 60. It's an error. Number 2 is multiple streams across industries. You cannot have money and all your money is only in one industry. Look, when COVID came, I had billionaire friends that struggled. I had a friend when we were talking, he said, because many times I would tell this guy, let's do this. He said, no, I want to be focused. I want to be focused. I said, look, focus and diversification are not enemies of each other. I said, look, I have studied this thing. When it comes to money, Genesis to Revelation, I have studied Bible.
Do you know that posting videos on YouTube is still one of the easiest ways anyone on the internet can make money online? Gone are the days where you needed to buy expensive cameras and lights. Trust me, you don't need any of those gadgets. If you are interested in learning how to make millions from YouTube without showing your face or using your voice, Then click on the first link in the description of this video to gain instant access to the training.
Month of an encounter. When it comes to education, I have got to double PhD. So I studied this thing. My dissertation in my PhD, my second PhD, was the role of personal and political leadership in the economic empowerment of people. And I dealt with poverty from the grassroots, from maternal care, the hospital you gave birth to your child in, the health of the mother that gave birth to the child, how it affects the kind of child that is born. So I thought, I said, look, it will just be arguing, no problem. Guess what? This my guy is a billionaire. He has 4 hotels, 6 multipurpose halls. Then he's one of those that rent. If you are doing event, all this crusade, he has all the equipment, state of the art, Reambonke level. But when COVID came, everything zero. No event. 6 event center. This guy was doing 300 million a year. In COVID, the guy was on 0 level. You now know the funnest thing. Tell me. Because people were locked down in the hotel, he could not evict them. So they were sleeping in the hotel for free for 6 months. He was burning generator. They used inverter die. He was still feeding people. They were saying they will pay later. We'll pay later. Those that had card in the system, they were collecting money from the card until the banks shut down. What are you talking about? Why was he in that trouble? Every investment he had was in one industry. Multiple streams across industries. So you must have money in economy, in farming, in tech, in everywhere. I did not have any investments in health until COVID came. When I sat down at home, and every time I hear essential worker, I told myself, I hear Lewis, okay, it's essential. But all these are not what we carry. We are not essential workers. These medical people are the essential workers. I didn't have any money in the. Immediately after I said I must enter that field. Now I have money in the pharmacy, America, I put money in every health I can put money into. Hello? Multiple streams across what? Industries. Number 3, multiple streams across geography. I have a friend, my very good friend. Every investment he has is in Ukraine. He left Ukraine after 30 years as a refugee with nothing. The only thing he has is 2. Number 1, the house I bought for him in America, and the property he has in my estate in Nigeria. Those are the only 2 things he has after 30 years. But why? All his investment is in one geography. Do you know what happened in Zango Katav in those days? Do you know that people have property now in Bornu, Benue, and all that they cannot go? I have one of my sons, he's a billionaire. He's one of the major gold dealers. He can't enter his gold in Zamfara. They have blocked him out. I have another man, a billionaire, a 71-year-old man, 4,000 hectares. The number 2 farmer in the whole of Ilorin Kogi area. The man is struggling now. All the money he has in the bank. He said, sir, I don't understand this thing again. He can't enter his farm when S-Men came. 4,000, not acres, or hectares. He's thinking, he can't enter his own farm because of insecurity. The money he had in the bank, this guy had over 4 billion naira in bank. I told him, Baba, let's change this money to dollar. Let me help you invest in abroad. Hey, multi that guy. All this American thing, I don't understand. Let my money be in that bank. Before it's very high. The $4 million, 4 billion naira, and dollar was 300 and something. Before it's very high. The 4 billion is useless. Before it's very high. So multiple streams across what? Across geography. Number 4, multiple streams across currency. None of you that say you are rich, you are just a poor man. If we change all your money to pounds now, you see that you're a poor man. It's only in naira you are making noise. When they wanted to redecimalize the naira like CDs, Nigerian billionaires were provoking. Because they know, say, all these millionaire, you will just become a poor man overnight. So you need multiple streams across what? Currency. So those in my mentorship platform, within 2 years maximum, you must start making money in dollars. Because that's the currency of trade in the world. So you can't be in Nigeria. Everything is naira. Now, many of you are sitting down here right now. You say, my children will go to school abroad. Now, naira, you go change to that abroad. Hello? Imagine paying school fees of $14,000 2-3 times a year. Do you know how many people have brought their children back to Nigerian schools because of pounds? Because of dollars? Hello? So you need to have what? Multiple streams across currency. You can't be making money only in Naira. If you want to buy property abroad, we are here. I have office all over. I can get you property in London, anywhere. Contact us, we'll get you property. A whole house, you go to collect rent every month. So these things are there. So instead of you just keeping the money there, do you know that 17 million is $10,000? Now, average. 17 million, no, $10,000. But if you leave that 17 million there, by next year, what 17 million can buy this year, it will not be able to buy. But if you change it to $10,000, join the fractional ownership. 10 of you, 10,000 into 10 places. You buy one house, $100,000. And you start earning $1,000 every month immediately. And the house is your own forever. No mortgage, cash. You have 170 million, you buy a whole house. And that 170 million, if you put it in the bank before your very eyes, is the value. Across what? Currency. Finally, multiple streams across realms. And that will now bring me to the 7th law, realms. Many of you, all your money is in the natural realm. You don't have anything in the realm of the spirit. Where your treasure is, there your heart will be. So multiple streams across the realm. You must make sure that you are not only rich on earth, you are rich unto God. And that brings us to the 7th law, is the law of covenant compliance. The law of covenant compliance. Please, don't let people mess you up with all these confusing things people are saying. In this life, giving is a law. The principles that God has established, they have nothing to do with redemption. They are principles that have been put in place for the perpetuation of his creation. Anybody that applies the principle will get the benefits. Unbeliever will plant and they will reap. If you don't plant as a Christian, you will not reap. Hello? The law of sowing and reaping is not a Christian law. It's a kingdom law. It's the law of the kingdom. The law of dedication, law of kingdom. Law of punctuality, law of the kingdom. Law of love, law of the kingdom. These are kingdom laws. Anybody that practices them, whether they know God or not, it will work for them. You that know God, if you don't practice it, it will not work. Rain will fall on the righteous and on the unrighteous. Somebody will say, I don't believe in God, but he's still alive, he didn't die. Because he's breathing in and breathing out. He's eating and he's sustained. If you say, I believe in God and you don't eat, you don't breathe in, you will die. So when we talk about laws, it's not about, hey, they are trying to collect our money. Look, everything you have belongs to God. To be arguing about 10% is a revelation of your lack of understanding. Because when you are a rich man, even your tax is 40% capital gains tax. So except you want to end up in jail. When you are a rich man, the tax you will pay alone. How much is company income tax now in Nigeria? So what are you talking about? Even your payee that they deduct. So why are you arguing about 10%? Who did this to you? 10%? And you're arguing? Is that what God is to you? 10%? You make 100,000, you argue about 10,000? Haba. You got 1 million, 100,000 is a problem? 100,000 that if we live here now, 4 of us enter correct restaurants. We take, do buffet, 35K times 4. Do small chops, take shawarma and give me Chapman. They give you 130K. What are you talking about? Enter correct restaurant and give me Monica, fish with plantain and give me pina colada. What are you talking about? Is that what you are 100,000? You made 1 million to give God 100,000, say, God, I thank you. Is your problem? I'm not talking, you see, look. The 10% has never been the problem. Mammon and lack of understanding is the problem. Hello? Okay. And it's okay. Okay, so you come. Stand up. Now. No, I'm going somewhere. Okay. So you don't understand Yoruba? So you didn't understand what I said. Okay, now please listen to what I'm. Boshedrouye, Monile, Pupoka Kriaye, Chauffele above. No, don't. We are preaching. Now, Monile, Nibi Gom, Atikwan Wale Canton, Mole Fonle, Chauffeur above. Now listen. Please, I'm showing you something. Now, I asked him, I said, I have land all over the world. Do you want or not? He didn't answer. I asked, I said, I have houses. Even in this Abuja, I have houses we have almost completed. I can give you one. Do you want? He didn't respond. Now, listen. Why did he not respond? Is he a bad person? Is he an ignorant person? Is he a disrespectful person? Is he dishonoring me? Is it that he doesn't want? Why did he not respond? He doesn't understand. Anything you don't practice, you don't understand. God bless you. You don't understand. That is why I believe more in teaching than preaching. Preaching does not disciple people. The problem of the church is discipleship. We have too many children and kindergarten in church arguing over irrelevant things. They're like children playing in the market square. Hello? Preaching does not disciple people. Preaching will inspire, stir up, motivate, challenge, but only teaching disciples people. When people understand something, you can't take away what somebody understands. So when you see that all these people are talking about tithing, there is no way you can confuse some people because they understand what they are doing. They know that, hey, I'm not trying to bribe God. They know that they know that everything I have belongs to God. The 10, I am bringing it as an act of worship. In acknowledgement of the fact that God is my source. That's all. It's not because if you get that. No, they are doing with understanding. And let me help you get this. The 10% is not the problem. I said it in the first service. If you get 100,000 now, 10% is the tithe. Is 10,000 your problem? Really, think of it. Before you leave here now, you can still send 10,000. You can even give 10,000 to somebody at the gate. It's not the tithe 10,000 that is the problem. You can eat 10,000 food without feeling it. You can go to a restaurant. You can go to movie cinema. Do you know that some of this ticket premiere is 8.5, one ticket? And 4 of you will go and spend 30K and take popcorn and come back. It's not the 10,000. But everything that God places a demand on becomes a point of contention. That same 10,000, when you now put it in an envelope, it becomes big. 10,000. That 100,000. 100,000. I'm telling you. You see, when people argue about first fruit and all these things, I say it's just that you don't understand. So I ask questions like this. Have you ever gone a whole year without salary before, or 6 months, and people say, yes, I didn't have a job for over a year, but you did not die. For over a year, you didn't have a job, but God took care of you. You now got a job, bam! First salary, 350. They now say, bring the 350. Say, I cannot give you first truth. What's that? Old Testament, New Testament. You start arguing. The same you that didn't have anyone. You will be singing, if you can use anything, Lord, you can use me. You can use anything, Lord, you can use me. Take my life, Lord. Now, the money has come. He said, no, this one, all these churches, they are using us. All these pastors, they are using us. Nobody will say, may God use you. If you don't want to be used, be useless now. Hello? Let me close by helping you understand this. The seed of every fruit is poison. The seed of every fruit is poison. You see, when God created the tree, in every tree there is a fruit, in every fruit there is a seed. The chemical composition that produces the fruit is always inside the seed. So whenever you eat seed, you are eating poison. If you take orange now, put your finger inside, bring out those seeds, put it in your mouth and begin to chew it. Poison, bitter, your mouth will start swelling. Why? Because that is not what it's meant for. It's for planting. If you take mango now, after you finish eating the mango, cut the something and eat it, you are poison, you are going to hospital. Because the seed of every fruit is poisonous. Because that's where the chemical composition for reproduction is buried. So you don't eat seed, you plant seed. So every time money comes into your hand, the 10% of that money is the seed. It's poison. It's poison.
Do you know that posting videos on YouTube is still one of the easiest ways anyone on the internet can make money online? Gone are the days where you needed to buy expensive cameras and lights. Trust me, you don't need any of those gadgets. If you are interested in learning how to make millions from YouTube without showing your face or using your voice, then click on the first link in the description of this video to gain instant access to the training.